Next we shall go to sixth problem. Find n for which root 3 plus I whole power n is real. Second one, purely imaginary. That means I have to find out the value of n for which the complex number is becoming completely real. Second question, I have to find out the same value of n for which the complex number is becoming completely imaginary. Suppose when I put n equal to 1, then it is root 3 plus I whole power 1. Again it is root 3 plus I, which is a complex number only. So when the n equal to 2, it is root 3 plus I the whole square. So we expand it is root 3 the whole square plus I square plus 2 into root 3 into I. It is 3 minus 1 plus 2 root 3I. It is 2 plus 2 root 3I, which is again a complex number. So if I put n equal to 3, then it is root 3 plus I the whole cube. I can write this one as root 3 plus I the whole square into root 3 plus I. We have the value of root 3 plus I the whole square as 2 plus 2 root 3I into root 3 plus I. Now we shall multiply. It is 2 root 3 plus 2I. Then it is 2 into root 3 into root 3, 3 into I. Then it is 2 root 3 I square. Then it is 2 root 3. It is 2I. It is 6I. I square is minus 1. So minus 2 root 3. Now see, plus 2 root 3 and minus 2 root 3 can be cancelled. It is 8I. Here which has only imaginary part, so that means it is purely imaginary. Therefore, when n equal to 1, n equal to 3, root 3 plus I is whole power 3 is purely imaginary. So it comes in the multiples of 3. So let me try only in the multiples of 3 now. That means let me try root 3 plus I whole power 6. That is when n equal to 6, it is root 3 plus I whole power 6. Is it root 3 plus I the whole cube whole square? We have root 3 plus I as whole cube as 8I the whole square. Is it not 64 I square? I square is minus 1, so it is minus 64, which is completely real. Which is real. Therefore, when n equal to 6, root 3 plus I whole power 6 is real. Therefore, when n equal to 6, it is purely real, and when n equal to 3, the complex number is becoming purely imaginary. This is your sixth law. Now we shall go for seventh one. There are two parts in the seventh problem. Prove that 2 plus I root 3 whole power 10 minus 2 minus I root 3 whole power 10 is purely imaginary. Remember, if I prove if z equal to minus z bar, then z is purely imaginary. So, let me try to find out z bar and we shall see for this complex number. That is, let me take this complex number as z. It is 2 plus I root 3 whole power 10 minus 2 minus I root 3 whole power 10. We shall find the conjugate of this complex number, z bar. That is 2 plus I root 3 whole power 10 minus 2 minus I root 3 whole power 10, the conjugate. I can have separate conjugates. 2 plus I root 3 whole power 10, the conjugate. minus 2 minus I root 3 whole power 10 the conjugate. Now this is Z bar. I can have this one as a conjugate whole power 10 minus 2 minus I root 3 the conjugate whole power 10. When I find the conjugate, it is 2 minus I root 3 whole power 10 minus 2 plus I root 3 whole power 10. Now, if I take the minus sign out, then this becomes positive. 2 plus I root 3 whole power 10 minus 2 minus I root 3 whole power 10. This becomes negative. This is nothing but our Z. Therefore, we are proving Z equal to minus Z bar. Then this implies Z is purely imaginary. This is how we can prove. Now, the second part of this problem is prove that 19 minus 7i by 9 plus I whole power 12 plus 20 minus 5i by 7 minus 6i whole power 12 is purely real. To prove this problem, let me try to find out this complex number in the simplest form. Similarly, this complex number also to be in simplest form, and finally we should go for the proof. That is, taking 19 minus 7i by 9 plus I, it is 19 minus 7i by 9 plus I, multiplying and dividing by its conjugate. Now it is, the denominator is 9 square plus 1 square. Now multiply with 19 and 9, it is 171 minus 99. Now multiply with 7 minus 63i plus 7i square. It is 171 minus 9 minus 63 is minus 82i, and this is minus 7 by 81 plus 1. Now 171 minus 7 is 164 minus 82i by 82, and if I divide by 82, it is 2 minus I. Similarly, let me take the next complex number. 20 minus 5i by 7 minus 6i. It is 20 minus 5i by 7 minus 6i into 7 plus 6i by 7 plus 6i. Then the denominator becomes 7 square plus 6 square. The numerator, 2 7s are 14, so 140 plus 2 6 are 120i minus 35i minus 30i square. It is 140 plus 120 minus 35 is 85i minus I square is minus 1, so it is plus 30 by 49 plus 36. It is 140 plus 30 is 170 plus 85i by 85. If you divide by 85, it is 2 times, and this is 1 time. Therefore, if I take the given complex number as Z, let Z equal to, then that can be written as, instead of the first term, it is 2 minus I whole power 12, and then the second complex number is 2 plus I whole power 12. Now I have to prove this one is purely real. Further, if I prove Z equal to Z bar, then Z is real. So, let me find Z bar now. Therefore, Z bar is 2 minus I whole power 12, 2 plus I whole power 12, the conjugate. I can have separate conjugates, plus 2 plus I whole power 12, the conjugate. Now it is 2 minus I, the conjugate whole power 12. Similarly, it is 2 plus I, the conjugate whole power 12. This is our Z bar. So Z bar is, the conjugate is 2 plus I whole power 12. And here the conjugate is 2 minus I whole power 12. But whatever it is our Z once again. So Z bar is Z. Then this implies Z is real. So with that, exercise 2.4 is over. So far, we have seen something about conjugate of a complex number, and then we did some problems regarding the properties of conjugate of a complex number. Now we should go for the next concept, modulus or absolute value of a complex number. So the name itself gives the value of a complex number, or we are going to find out the absolute value of a complex number. Definition. Let Z equal to x plus iy. Then modulus of Z denoted by modulus of Z is defined as modulus of Z equal to root of x square plus y square. This gives the absolute value of the complex number. So modulus of Z is root of real part square plus imaginary part square. Now, the very first result is, remember, if Z is x plus iy, then Z bar is x minus iy. Therefore, Z into Z bar is, we know, x plus iy into x minus iy. I told Z into Z bar is x square plus y square. Now, modulus of Z is root of x square plus y square. Therefore, when I square on both sides, it becomes x square plus y square. Now see, there is a relationship between conjugate of a complex number and modulus of a complex number. And from this, we can say modulus of Z square is Z into Z bar. This is the relationship between modulus of a complex number and conjugate of a complex number, which is an important result. Modulus of Z square is Z into Z bar. Now, we shall go for some examples for modulus of Z. If Z equal to I, then modulus. Now, we shall go for some examples. If Z equal to I, then modulus of Z is root of I square, root of 1 square, which is 1. Similarly, if Z equal to minus 12i, then this implies modulus of Z is root of minus 12 the whole square, which is root of 144, which is again plus 12, because modulus must be positive. And third one, if Z equal to 12 minus 5i, then modulus of Z is root of 12 square minus 5 the whole square, it is 144 plus 25, which is 169, which is root of 30. So this is also third is the absolute value of this complex number 12 minus 5i. Now we shall go for some properties of complex number. Properties of modulus of complex number. Properties of modulus of a complex number. First property, modulus of Z and modulus of its conjugate both will be equal. Second property, when I multiply two complex number and then I have to find out the modulus, it is product of their moduli. That means you can separately find out the modulus and then you can find out the product. Similarly, when I divide two complex number and then I have to find out the modulus, means you can find the moduli separately and then you can divide, provided the second complex number should not be 0. Fourth one, complex number whole power n, rather the modulus n is modulus of z whole power n. Now, these are some of very peculiar properties. Fifth property, real of z is always less than or equal to modulus of z. Sixth property, imaginary of z is also less than or equal to modulus of z. Seventh property, we are saying the product and then the quotient. So, if I go for sum, that is different. It is not equal to, it is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. And this is called triangle inequality. The eighth property, modulus of z1 minus z2 is greater than or equal to modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2. So these are the 8 important properties for modulus of a complex number. Now we shall prove this triangle inequality as a theorem. That means we shall take it as a theorem and then we shall prove. State and prove. We take it as a theorem. State and prove. Triangle inequality. Of a complex number. Statement is, let z1 and z2 be any two complex numbers then modulus of z1 plus z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. We shall prove this. Proof. Let me consider modulus of z1 plus z2 the whole square. We know modulus of z square is z into z bar. Let me take z1 plus z2 as a single complex number, then it is z1 plus z2 and its conjugate is z1 plus z2 the bar. Now, I can write this one as z1 plus z2 and this one as separate conjugate numbers. Now we shall find out the product z1 z1 bar, z1 z2 bar, then z2 z1 bar, z2 z2 bar. Again, this is complex number into its conjugate. Therefore, the first term is modulus of z1 plus z2 the whole square is modulus of z1 square. Shall I write this one as z1 z2 bar, z1 bar and then z2, and this one is z2 the whole square. Again, I can write this one as z1 z2 bar, then z1 z2 the conjugate, whole conjugate, then z2 the modulus the whole square. I can write this complex number as this form, both will be of same form. Why I am writing now? This one is a complex number and this one is its conjugate. Therefore, when I add a complex number and its conjugate, it becomes only the real part, twice the real part of z1 z2 bar plus z2 the modulus the whole square. Now, we are by the property phi, this is less than or equal to modulus of z1 square 2 into modulus of z1 z2 bar plus z2 the whole square, because we have another property, real of z is less than or equal to modulus of z. Using this property, this equality will become inequality now. But this is equal to modulus of z1 square. I can have two separate moduli plus modulus of z2 the whole square. This is equal to z1 square 2 into z1 and this is z2 with no bar, then z2 the whole square. Now see, it is a square plus 2ab plus b square, a plus b whole square, but when I consider z1 plus z2 the whole square, it is less than or equal to modulus of z1 square plus modulus of z2 square. Hence the proof. Hence the theorem. This theorem can be extended to any number of complex numbers. That is, note, modulus of z1 plus z2 plus z3 etc. up to n complex number will be less than or equal to modulus of z1, modulus of z2, modulus of z3 etc. up to modulus of zn. So, which is an important theorem known as triangle inequality of complex numbers. With these ideas, we shall go for some problems. But before that, when I have two complex numbers in a graph, and if this is z1 and this is z2, then the distance between these two complex numbers can be written as, this is first node, second node. If z1 and z2 are any two complex numbers, then distance between them is given by modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2. So this is the formula to find out the distance between two complex numbers. With this idea, we shall go for some examples and then we shall go for the exercise problems. Example 2.9. If z1 equal to 3 plus 4i, z2 equal to 5 minus 12i, and z3 equal to 6 plus 8i, find modulus of z1, modulus of z2, modulus of z3, modulus of z1 plus z2, modulus of z2 minus z3, and modulus of z2 minus z3 plus z3. First one, modulus of z1 is root of 3 square plus 4 square. It is 9 plus 16, 225, that is 5. Second one, modulus of z2 is root of 5 square. Since it is minus 12, write it as minus 12 in the bracket. So it is 25 plus 144. It is root of 169, that is 30. Third one, modulus of z3 is root of 6 square plus 8 square. It is 36 plus 64, root 100, which is 10. Now fourth question, modulus of z1 plus z2. Write the complex number z1 3 plus 4i plus z2 is 5 minus 12i. Now add the like parts. 3 plus 5 8, 4 minus 12 is minus 8i. Now the modulus means 8 square minus 8 the whole square. 64 plus 64. It is 2 times of 64. So 64 root is 8, 8 root 2. Fifth one, modulus of z2 minus z3. z2 is 5 minus 12i minus z3 is 6 plus 8i. Now remove the brackets. 5 minus 12i minus 6 minus 8i. 5 minus 6 is minus 1 minus 20i. It is root of minus 1 the whole square minus 20 the whole square. 1 plus 400 is root of 401. Now the fifth problem, sixth problem. Modulus of Z1 plus Z3. Z1 is 3 plus 4i plus Z3 is 6 plus 8i. It is 3 plus 4i, 6 plus 8i. Adding the real part, 6 plus 3, 9 plus 12i. It is root of 9 square plus 12 square. That is root of 81 plus 144. It is 225, which is 50. This is example 2.9. Now we shall go for example 2.10. Find, first question, modulus of 2 plus I by minus 1 plus 2i. Second one, modulus of 1 plus I the conjugate, 2 plus 3i, 4i minus 3. Then third question, I into 2 plus I the whole cube by 1 plus I the whole square. First question, 2 plus I by minus 1 plus 2i. Since they are in division, I can have two separate moduli and then the quotient. Now it is root of 2 square plus 1 square, modulus separately for the numerator, and then it is minus 1 the whole square plus 2 square, modulus separately for the denominator. It is 4 plus 1 by root of 1 plus 4. So root 5 by root 5, both cancel. Answer is 1. Second question. Modulus of 1 plus I, conjugate, 2 plus 3i, 4i minus 3. Now as they are in product, I can have separate moduli. It is modulus of 1 plus I the bar separately, 2 plus 3i, and this is minus 3 plus 4i. Whether the complex number is having conjugate or ordinary complex number, in modulus both are equal, so it is root of 1 square plus 1 square. This is 2 square plus 3 square. Similarly, this one is root of minus 3 the whole square plus 4 square. It is 1 plus 1, it is 4 plus 9, and this is also 9 plus 16. It is root 2 into root 13 into root 25, which is 5 into root of 2 13s are 26. So it is 5 root 26. Now we shall go for the third problem. Similarly, here also separate modulus. This is 2 plus I the modulus whole cube. Similarly, 1 plus I the modulus whole square. It is root of 1 square, root of 2 square plus 1 square the whole cube, and this is 1 square plus 1 square the whole square is 1. This one is root of 4 plus 1, root 5 the whole cube, and this is root 2 the whole square. 1 can be left out, it is root 5 the whole cube by root 2 the whole square is 2. Root 5 the whole cube means root 5 into root 5 into root 5, 5 root 5 by 2. With that, this example 2.9 is over. Now, example 2.11. Which one of the numbers which one of the points I minus 2 plus I 3 is farthest from origin. That means I have to find out the number which is far away from the origin. So for that, find out the modulus for each number. If it is modulus of I, then it is 1 square, it is 1. Modulus of minus 2 plus I means it is root of minus 2 the whole square plus 1 square, 4 plus 1, root 5. Root 5 means it is 2.23 or 2 point something. Then modulus of 3 is root of 3 square, which is 3. Now 3 is the bigger one of all these three numbers. Therefore 3 is farthest from origin. Stop. Pending in the example 2.12. If Z1 modulus equal to modulus of Z2, modulus of Z3 equal to modulus of Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3, all are 1, then find modulus of 1 by Z1 plus 1 by Z2 plus 1 by Z3. Now, before going to this problem, we shall have a note for this problem. By doing problem, you don't need to do this note, just remember, if modulus of Z is 1, then modulus of Z square is also 1. But we know modulus of Z square is Z into Z bar equal to 1. So in this case, Z bar is 1 by modulus of Z, 1 by Z. Understanding? So if Z is modulus of Z is 1, then Z bar is 1 by Z. So the result is, if modulus of Z equal to 1, then Z bar is 1 by Z. We are going to use this property to do this problem. Given modulus of Z1 equal to 1, modulus of Z2, modulus of Z2 equal to 1, modulus of Z2 equal to modulus of Z3 equal to 1. Now, modulus of Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 is also 1. Now, I have to find, therefore, modulus of 1 by Z1 plus 1 by Z2 plus 1 by Z3. This I have to find out. Now, 1 by Z1 can be written as bar Z1. Similarly, 1 by Z2 can be written as Z2 bar. 1 by Z3 can be written as Z3 bar. Since modulus of Z is 1, 1 by Z is bar Z. Now, I can have a single conjugate for all these complex numbers. Now, I can have the conjugate over the modulus. Now, this value is modulus. Since it is modulus, conjugate is nothing but the complex number. Therefore, this is 1. That's all. Therefore, 1 by Z1 plus 1 by Z2 plus 1 by Z3 modulus is also 1. So, go for example 2.13. If modulus of Z2 equal to 2, show that 3 is less than or equal to Z plus 3 plus 4i, which is less than or equal to 7. Now let me consider this modulus. Consider modulus of Z plus 3 plus 4i. I can write this one as modulus of Z minus of minus 3 minus 4i. I'm just taking one minus sign out, then it becomes minus 3 minus 4i. Is it now, as per my property, greater than or equal to modulus of z minus minus 3 minus 4i modulus whole modulus by the property? What is the property? Z1 minus Z2 difference is greater than or equal to modulus of Z1 minus modulus of Z2 the whole modulus. Now this is greater than or equal to, this is equal to, this is modulus of Z is 2 minus, and we know this is minus 3 the whole square minus 4 the whole square. Which is greater than or equal to modulus of 2 minus root of 9 plus 16. Greater than or equal, modulus of 2 is 2 minus root 25. Greater than or equal to 2 minus 5. Greater than or equal to minus 3, which is greater than or equal to 3. Therefore, modulus of z plus 3 plus 4i is greater than 3. This we should keep it as 1. Now again, I can write modulus of z plus 3 plus 4i as modulus of z plus 3 plus 4i. Now sum means it is less than or equal to modulus of z modulus of 3 plus 4i. Therefore, this is as per triangle inequality. This is 2 we know, and this one is 3 square plus 4 square less than or equal to 2 plus 9 plus 16 less than or equal to 2 plus 25 less than or equal to 2 plus 5 less than or equal to 7. This is modulus of z plus 3 plus 4i is less than or equal to 7. This is 2. When I comparing 1 and 2, 1 and 2 implies 3 is the least number, z plus 3 plus 4i, which is less than or equal to 7. That means this complex numbers lie between 3 and 7. This is example 3.14. Now example 2.14. Show that points 1 minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2, comma, minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2 are the vertices of an equilateral triangle. Let me give names as z1 equal to 1. z2 is minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2, and then z3 is minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. Now we shall find the distance between these two complex numbers, and z2 and z3 and z3 and z1. And if I prove all the distances are equal, then it is an equilateral triangle. That is, let me find modulus of z1 minus z2. It is 1 minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 the modulus. It is 1 minus, that is plus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. It is 3 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. Now the modulus is modulus of z1 minus z2 is root of 3 by 2 the whole square minus root 3 by 2 the whole square. It is 9 by 4 plus 3 by 4. It is root 12 by 4 is root 3. Similarly, let me find z2 minus z3. z2 is minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 and minus I root 3 by 2. It is minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus I into root 3 by 2. Plus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 and 1 by 2 cancels. It is 2I root 3 by 2, 2 cancels. It is root 3I the modulus. It is root 3 the whole square. It is root 3. Then we shall find distance between Z3 and Z1. Z3 minus Z1. Z3 is minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2 minus 1. Minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 can be added. It is minus 3 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. So same thing we are going to have. It is root of minus 3 by 2 the whole square minus root 3 by 2 the whole square. It is 9 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Again 12 by 4. It is root 3. Therefore, all the sides are equal. In length. Therefore, the points form an equilateral triangle. Okay. Next we shall go to example 2.15. Let Z1, Z2, Z3 be any three complex numbers such that modulus of Z1 equal to modulus of Z2 equal to modulus of Z3 equal to R, where R is greater than 0 and Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 is not equal to 0. Prove that modulus of Z1 plus Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1 divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3, the whole modulus equal to R. This I have to prove. Now, we shall prove this. Proof. Given modulus of Z1 equal to R, similarly modulus of Z2 is also R, modulus of Z3 is also R. Let me take Z1. This implies modulus of Z1 square will be R square. But we know Z into Z bar is modulus of Z square. So instead of Z1 square, I can write Z1 bar. Then this is also R square. From this, Z1 can be written as R square by bar of Z1. Similarly, Z2 can be written as R square by bar Z2 and Z3 can be written as R square by bar Z3. Now, let me consider Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. Instead of Z1, shall I write R square by bar Z1, bar Z2, R square by bar Z2 and bar Z3, R square by bar Z3. Now, we shall take LCM to the denominator. Then, Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to, before that, I can take R square as a common term. Then, the LCM is bar Z1, bar Z2, bar Z3. Then it is the numerator I have Z2, Z3 separate bars, Z1 bar, Z3 bar, and finally Z1 bar, Z2 bar. Now, let me take modulus. then this implies modulus of Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to R square. It's a positive number, so again I don't want any modulus for R square. Then this will be modulus of Z1 bar, Z2 bar, Z2 bar, Z3 bar, Z3 bar, Z1 bar by Z1 bar into Z2 bar into Z3 bar. I am writing in order. Now, R square into this one, I can have a separate modulus for the numerator. I can have a separate numerator and I can have a separate modulus for the denominator. Now this is R square into, we can write this one as Z1, Z2, Z2, Z3 plus Z3, Z1, a single bar. Similarly, modulus of Z1, Z2, Z3 whole bar. Now in modulus, the conjugate is immaterial. That means the modulus will remove the conjugates. Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 modulus is equal to R square. The numerator will become modulus of Z1, Z2, Z2, Z3, then Z3, Z1. And similarly, this one is modulus of Z1, Z2, Z3. The conjugates will disappear because in modulus, both the modulus of a complex number and the conjugate both will be equal. Then Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to R square into, the numerator is Z1, Z2 plus Z2, Z3 plus Z3, Z1. And denominator, I can have separate moduli. And for each moduli, this is Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to R square. Z1, Z2 plus Z2, Z3 plus Z3, Z1. And for each moduli, I can write R. Therefore, this is R into R. Therefore, Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to R square into modulus of Z1, Z2, Z2, Z3, Z3, Z1 by R cube. And R square and R cube will be cancelled. Now if I cross multiply, I will have, this implies modulus of Z1, Z2, Z2, Z3 plus Z3, Z1. When I take this one to the denominator, this will become by modulus of Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to, when I cross multiply, this will become R. Now I can write this one as a single modulus Z1, Z2 plus Z2, Z3 plus Z3, Z1 by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to R, provided the denominator is not equal to 0. With the example 2.15 is over. Now we shall go to example 2.16. Show that if Z square is bar Z, then it has 4 values. It has 4 values. Given Z square equal to Z bar. But I take modulus on both sides. Modulus of Z square is modulus of bar Z. Then it is modulus of Z square is modulus of Z. If I write modulus of Z square minus modulus of Z, it will become 0. If I can take modulus of Z as a common term, then it is modulus of Z minus 1 equal to 0. Here case 1, I am having a product. In that one, modulus of Z equal to 0. That means Z equal to 0 is a value, is a root. Now let me take case 2. What is the case 2? The next product. Modulus of Z minus 1 equal to 0. Then it is modulus of z equal to 1. When I square, modulus of z square is 1. But we have, instead of modulus of z square, I can write z into z bar is 1. Then z equal to 1 by z bar. Z equal to 1 by, instead of z bar, I can write z square. So let me keep this one as 1. So instead of z bar, I can write z square by 1. From this, z cube equal to 1. That means z cube equal to 1 means z here as z cube minus 1 equal to 0, which is a cubic equation. Then this implies z as 3 values. Therefore, case 1 and case 2 gives case 1 and 2 give that z as, give that z as 4 values. So this is example 2.16. Right, with that let me complete all the examples. We have one more example that I will do afterwards. Now we shall go on the exercise problems. So we shall pass on to next exercise, exercise 2.5, where we shall do problems with the modulus and also the conjugate properties. First problem, find the modulus of the following. First one, 2i by 3 plus 4i. For this, I have to find 2i by 3 plus 4i modulus. I can have a separate modulus for the numerator, separate modulus for the denominator. It is root of 2 square and it is root of 3 square plus 4 square. It is 2 by root of 9 plus 16. 9 plus 16 is root 25. It is 2 by 5. Second solution. 2 minus I by 1 plus I plus 1 minus 2I by 1 minus I. We shall make it as a single complex number. So, if I take LCM, it is 1 plus I into 1 minus I. Then it is 2 minus I into 1 minus I. It is 1 minus 2I into 1 plus I. The denominator we know it is 1 square plus 1 square. The numerator take 2 and multiply 2 minus 2I minus I plus I square. Multiply with 1, 1 plus I minus 2I minus 2I square. The denominator is 2. 2 minus 2I minus I square is minus 1 plus 1 plus I minus 2I. I square is minus 1, minus into minus plus 2. Therefore, this is equal to, let me add like terms, 2 plus 2, 4, plus 1 and minus 1 cancel, so it is 4. Minus 2I minus 3I, minus 2I minus 2I, minus 4I, plus I minus I cancel, so it is minus 4I by 2. I can divide by 2, it is 2 minus 2pi. Therefore, modulus of, now you have to find out the modulus of this. That is, this implies modulus of 2 minus I by 1 plus I plus 1 minus 2I by 1 minus I. To find the modulus, I have to find the modulus of 2 minus 2I. It is root of 2 square minus 2 the whole square. So it is 4 plus 4. We can write this one as 4 into 2. So it is 2 root 2. Now we shall go to the third problem under 1. Find the modulus of 1 minus I whole power 10. That is 1 minus I whole power 10 modulus we have to find out. It is 1 minus I modulus whole power 10. It is root of 1 square plus 1 square whole power 10. It is root 2 whole power 10. It is 2 power 10 by 2. It is 2 power 5, that is 32. Problem number 4. Find the modulus of 2i into 3 minus 4i into 4 minus 3i. That is, we have to find out the modulus of 2i into 3 minus 4i into 4 minus 3i. That means in product I can have separate moduli. That is modulus of 2i, modulus of 3 minus 4i, modulus of 4 minus 3i. It is root of 2 square. It is root of 3 square minus 4 the whole square, and it is root of 4 square minus 3 square. It is 2. It is root of 9 plus 16, and this one is also 16 plus 9. It is 2 into root 25 is 5. Similarly, root 25 is 5. 5 5s are 25, 25 2s are 50. With that, first problem is over. Now you shall pass on to second problem. If modulus of Z1 equal to modulus of Z2 equal to 1 and the modulus of product of Z1 Z2 is not equal to minus 1, show that Z1 plus Z2 by 1 plus Z1 Z2 is real. To prove this complex number to be real, it's enough to prove the complex number and its module and its conjugate are equal. So let me take, let Z equal to Z1 plus Z2 by 1 plus Z1 Z2. What will happen if this Z1 Z2 becomes minus 1, then 1 minus 1 will become 0, the denominator will become 0, the whole value will become infinity. So that they give Z1 Z2 is not equal to minus 1. Now, what I am going to prove? To prove Z is real. For that, what we are going to prove? To prove Z equal to Z bar. If I prove Z equal to Z bar, then it is completely real. So let me find what is Z bar. Then it is Z1 plus Z2 by 1 plus Z1 Z2 the whole bar. This is Z1 plus Z2 the bar by 1 plus Z1 Z2 the conjugate. That is conjugate to the numerator separately and for the denominator separately. Since in conjugate, even if it is sum, they can have separate conjugates. Here the 1 is a real number, it doesn't have any conjugate, so Z1 Z2. This is bar Z1. But we know that bar Z1 is 1 by Z. Z1 1 by Z2 by 1 plus 1 by Z1 1 by Z2. Since Z1 modulus Z2 modulus is 1, this implies Z1 bar equal to 1. Then Z1 equal to 1 by R. Z1 bar is 1 by Z1. Similarly, Z2 bar is 1 by Z2. Then Z bar is, I can take LCM the denominator, numerator separately, denominator separately. Then it is Z2 plus Z1. Similarly, if I take LCM here, Z1 Z2, this will multiply here. Z1 plus Z1 Z2 plus 1. Now Z1 Z2 cancels. I can rearrange and write Z1 plus Z2 by 1 plus Z1 Z2, which is nothing but our Z. Shall keep this one as 1 and we say by 1. So when Z in Z bar is equal, then this implies Z is a real number. Shall go to third problem now. Which is closest? 10 minus 8i or 11 plus 6i to 1 plus I. That means I must find out which is the nearest number to 1 plus I, either 10 minus 8i or 11 plus 6i. So let me keep this complex number as z, 1 plus I, and this one as z1, 10 minus 8i, and this one as z2, 11 plus 6i. Now let me find out the distance between z and the z1. It is 1 plus I minus 10 minus 8i. This is 1 plus I minus 10 plus 8i. It is minus 9 plus 9i. Modulus means root of minus 9 the whole square plus 9 square, root of 81 plus 81. 2 81s are there, 81 into 2, it is 9 root 2. Similarly, we shall find the distance between z and z2 now. Z is 1 plus I and z2 is 11 plus 6i. It is 1 plus I minus 11 minus 6i. 1 minus 11 is minus 10 and this is minus 5i. Then the modulus is root of minus 10 the whole square minus 5 the whole square. It is 100 plus 25. It is 125. 25 into 5 times. So 25 into 5. It is 5 root 5. Now 5 root 5 is bigger, lesser than 9 root 2. Now 5 root 5 is smaller than 9 root 2. Therefore this implies 11 plus 6i is closer to 1 plus I. Now we should go to problem number 4. If modulus of z equal to 3, prove that 7 is less than or equal to z plus 6 minus 8 modulus less than or equal to 30. That means I must prove this complex number is lying between 7 and 30 if modulus of z is 3. So let me consider modulus of z plus 6 minus 8i. I can write this one as z minus of minus 6 plus 8i. Let me write in terms of difference now. Since it is different, then this will be greater than or equal to modulus of z minus modulus of 6 plus 8i. Greater than or equal to modulus of z is 3 minus, this one is minus 6 the whole square, 8 square. This is greater than or equal to 3 minus 36 plus 64. Less than or equal to 3 minus root 100. Root 100 is 10. So z plus 6 minus 8i is greater than or equal to 3 minus 10. Greater than or equal to 3 minus 10 is minus 7. So greater than or equal to 7. Therefore, 7 is less than or equal to modulus of z plus 6 minus 8i. This we shall keep as the first case. Now, in the same thing, I am considering modulus of z plus 6 minus 8i as. Shall I write this modulus of z plus 6 minus 8i separately and write in terms of sum now. Now, as per triangle inequality, this is less than or equal to modulus of z plus modulus of 6 minus 8i. It is less than or equal to modulus of z is 3 and this one is root of same 6 square minus 8 the whole square. We know this is same 36 plus 64. Therefore, modulus of z plus 6 minus 8i is less than or equal to 3 plus This is going to be root 100. Root 100 is 10. That is z plus 6 minus eta is less than or equal to 30. So this is 2. Now 7 is less than or equal to this complex number, and this complex number is less than or equal to 30. That means from 1 and 2 implies 7 is lying less than 6 minus 8 and the complex number is less than or equal to 30. This is problem number 4. But this model we did already in our example also. Then problem number 5. A similar model. If modulus of z equal to 1, so that 2 less than or equal to modulus of z square minus 3 less than or equal to 4. Same, let me consider, because I have to prove the complex number is lying between 2 and 4. So let me consider the complex number. Z square minus 3 is modulus of z square minus 3. Then this is greater than or equal to modulus of z square minus 3. This is greater than or equal to modulus of z the whole square minus 3. Greater than or equal to modulus of z is 1. So 1 square minus 3 greater than or equal to 1 minus 3 is minus 2. It is greater than or equal to 2. So modulus of z square minus 3 is greater than or equal to 2. Let me give this one as first equation. Now again, modulus of z square minus 3 can be written as modulus of z square plus or minus 3 the conjugate. Modulus. Therefore, this is less than or equal to modulus of z square plus modulus of minus 3. Less than or equal to modulus of z the whole square plus modulus of minus 3. For modulus of z I can put 1. So it is 1 square. Modulus of minus 3 is plus 3. Less than or equal to 1 plus 3 is 4. This is 2. What is 2? Modulus of z square minus 3 is 1. So 1 and 2 implies 2 is the least number, which is less than or equal to 4. We shall go to problem number 6. If modulus of z minus 2 by z is equal to 2, show that greatest and least values are root 3 plus 1 and root 3 minus 1. That means if the complex number satisfying this condition, then its greatest value is root 3 plus 1 and the smallest value is root 3 minus 1. That means I must prove z is lying between minus root 3 minus 1 to root 3 plus 1. Now let me take the given thing. Given modulus of z minus 2 by z equal to 2. Now consider only this modulus z minus 2 by z. I can write this one as modulus of z minus of 2 by z separately. Then this will be greater than or equal to modulus of minus z, modulus of z minus modulus of 2 by z, the modulus. But we know this value is 2. That is 2 is greater than or equal to modulus of z minus 2 by modulus of z. Now I can rewrite this one as modulus of z minus 2 by modulus of z is less than or equal to 2. When a modulus is less than or equal to 2, then I can write this one as it lies between, the value lies between minus 2 to plus 2, that is minus 2 is less than or equal to modulus of z minus 2 by modulus of z less than or equal to 2. Let me take the first case, case 1. Minus 2 is less than or equal to modulus of z minus 2 by modulus of z. Shall I rearrange? Modulus of z minus 2 by modulus of z is greater than or equal to minus 2. Now, taking LCM, modulus of z is modulus of z square minus 2 is greater than or equal to minus 2. Now, cross multiplying, I will get modulus of z square minus 2 is greater than or equal to minus 2 into modulus of z. Modulus of z square plus 2 into modulus of z minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0, bringing to this side. Now, this is of the form a square plus 2ab. So, let me try to write in complete square form. Modulus of z square 2 into modulus of z into 1 minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. Here, this is of the form a square plus 2ab. Here b is 1. So, b square is missing. So, 1 square is missing. So, shall I add 1 square and subtract 1 square? Minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. The first three terms form a plus b whole square modulus of z plus 1 the whole square minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. Modulus of z plus 1 the whole square is greater than or equal to 3. Modulus of z plus 1 is greater than or equal to root 3 taking square root. Modulus of z is greater than or equal to root 3 minus 1. That means root 3 minus 1 is the least value. Now case 2. Modulus of z minus 2 by modulus of z is less than or equal to 2. Taking LCM, modulus of z, it is modulus of z the whole square minus 2 is less than or equal to 2. Modulus of z square minus 2 is less than or equal to 2 into modulus of z. Take it to this side, it is z square minus 2 into modulus of z minus 2 is less than or equal to 0. This is of the form a square minus 2ab, that is z square minus 2 into modulus of z into 1 minus 2 is less than or equal to 0. I can write this one as 2 into modulus of z into 1. So plus 1 square minus 1 square minus 2 is less than or equal to 0. So the first three terms form modulus of z minus 1 the whole square minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. So modulus of z minus 1 the whole square is less than or equal to 3. So modulus of z minus 1 is less than or equal to root 3 taking square root. Modulus of z is less than or equal to root 3 plus 1. That means z is less than this term. That means greatest value is, or I can write as root 3 minus 1 is less than or equal to mod z less than or equal to root 3 plus 1. So least value is root 3 minus 1 and the greatest value is root 3 plus 1. With that, sixth problem over. Now, seventh problem. If z1, z2, z3 are any three complex numbers such that modulus of z1 equal to 1, modulus of z2 equal to 2, modulus of z3 equal to 3 and modulus of z1 plus z2 plus z3 equal to 1, then prove that 9 z1 z2 4 z1 z3 plus z2 z3 equal to 6. Now we shall take the given thing. Given modulus of z1 equal to 1, that is modulus of z1 square is 1, z1 bar equal to 1. From this z1 bar is 1 by z1. Similarly, modulus of z2 equal to 2. Modulus of z2 the whole square is 4. z2 bar equal to 4. Then z2 bar is 4 by z2. Similarly, modulus of z3 equal to 3. modulus of Z3 the whole square is 9. Z3 bar equal to 9. From this conjugate of Z3 is 9 by Z3. I am finding now I am having modulus of Z1 value and also bar Z values. Now let me find R. Now take the question 9 Z1 Z2, 4 Z1 Z3, Z2 Z3. Listen here. Shall I take Z1, Z2, Z3 as a common term? If I take, I cannot take, but if I take, then the non-existing term will be divided. That means here Z3 is not there, so that will divide 9. Similarly, here Z2 is not there, so that will divide Z4. Here Z1 is not there, so I must write as 1 by Z1. Now, I can have two separate modulus, Z1, Z2, Z3 modulus. Here it is 9 by Z3, 4 by Z2 plus 1 by Z1. I can have separate moduli Z2 moduli of Z3 into, instead of 9 by Z3, I can write bar Z3. Instead of 4 by Z2, bar Z2. Similarly, for 1 by Z1, bar Z1. Now this is 1 into 2 into 3 because they give the value. And I can write in order Z2 plus Z2 plus Z3 the whole conjugate. It is 1 into 2 into 3 is 6. And here Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 only, being in modulus, conjugate is immaterial. So it is 6 into, and again this value is 1, 6 into 1 is 6. Hence answer problem is true. Good job. Now, ninth problem. Show that ZQ plus 2 into bar Z equal to 0 has 5 values. Now, let me take the given thing. Given ZQ plus 2 into bar Z equal to 0. Then Z cube is minus 2 into bar Z. If I take modulus of Z the whole cube, then this will be minus 2 into bar Z separately modulus. Then it is modulus of Z the whole cube. Here it is plus 2 and this is bar Z only. Now, modulus of Z cube minus 2 into modulus of Z equal to 0. Since modulus of Z the bar is modulus of Z only. Now here Z is common. Then it is modulus of Z square minus 2 equal to 0. If I take this one as case 1, modulus of Z equal to 0, then Z equal to 0 is one of the roots. So now Z equal to 0 has one root. Now case 2. I have modulus of Z square minus 2 equal to 0. We can write this one as Z into Z bar minus 2 equal to 0. Then Z into Z bar is 2. From here Z bar equal to 2 by Z. Let me have this value. Now let me go for once again. Given Z cube plus 2 Z bar equal to 0. That means we take this one as 1. We can write by 1. Now Z cube plus 2 into, instead of Z bar, shall I write 2 by Z equal to 0. Now it is Z cube plus 4 by Z equal to 0. Z power 4 plus 4 by Z equal to 0. That means this implies Z power 4 plus 4 equal to 0. That means this is the power of degree, this is the equation of degree 4. That means here this implies Z as 4 values. That means this implies case 1 and case 2 give totally 5 values for Z. Now, let me go for next concept. How to find a square root of a complex number. The square root of a complex number is also a square, is also a complex number. But we have a formula, so we should use that formula. Square root of a complex number. That is root of a plus ib is given by plus or minus root of modulus of z plus a by 2 plus pi into b by minus modulus of b into root of modulus of z minus a by 2. That's all. We can use this formula to find any square root of a complex number. We left one example. We do that example first, then we will go for the remaining problems. Example 2.17. Find the square root of 6 minus 8i. That is, I have to find root of 6 minus 8i. Let z equal to 6 minus 8i. Then modulus of z is root of 6 square minus 8 the whole square. 36 plus 64, it is root 100, so it is 10. Therefore, root of 6 minus 8i is given by plus or minus root of modulus of z plus 6 by 2 plus I into Fp is minus 8 by modulus of 8 is 8 into root of modulus of z minus 6 by 2. It is plus or minus root of modulus of z is 10 plus 6 by 2 plus I into minus 1 into root of 10 minus 6 by 2. It is plus or minus 16 by 2 root 8 minus I into root of 10 minus 6 4, 4 by 2 is 2. It is plus or minus 2 root 2 minus I root 2. That's all. This is the root of 6 minus 8i. Now we should use the same formula to find the exercise problems. Exercise 10th problem. In that first subdivision, find the square root of 4 plus 3i. Let z equal to 4 plus 3i. Then modulus of z is root of 4 square plus 3 square, 16 plus 9, root 25, which is 5. Therefore, root of 4 plus 3i is plus or minus root of modulus of z plus 4 by 2 plus I into b is plus 3 by modulus of 3 is also 3 root of modulus of z minus 4 by 2. It is plus or minus root of modulus of z is 5 plus 4 by 2 plus I into this is 1. So we can leave 5 minus 4 by 2. It is plus or minus root 9 by 2 plus I into 5 minus 1, so root of 1 by 2. You can leave it as it is, or plus or minus 3 by root 2 plus I into 1 by root 2. Problem number second subdivision. minus 6 plus 3. Let z equal to minus 6 plus 8i. Then modulus of z is root of minus 6 the whole square plus 8 square plus 36 plus 64 root 100, that is 10. Now square root of minus 6 plus 8i is plus or minus. Be careful writing root of modulus of z plus or minus 6 by 2 plus I into, it is plus 8 only, so 8 by 8 root of modulus of z minus 6 by 2. This is plus or minus. Modulus of z is 10. Plus into minus 6 is minus 6 by 2 plus here 8 by 8 is plus I. Root of modulus of z is 10. Minus of minus 6 is plus 6 by 2. It is plus or minus. Root of 10 minus 6 is 4 by 2 plus I into root of 16 by 2. That is equal to plus or minus. 4 by 2 is root 2 plus I into root 8 or plus or minus root 2 plus I into 2. Now subdivision 3. Find the square root of minus 5 minus 12i. Let z equal to minus 5 minus 12i. Then modulus of z is root of minus 5 the whole square minus 12 the whole square plus 25 plus 144. It is root of 169 30. Now root of minus 5 minus 12i equal to plus or minus root of modulus of z plus but the minus 5 by 2 plus I into, here it is minus 12 by modulus of 12 is 12 into root of modulus of z minus 5 by 2. While writing, be careful with the signs. So it is plus or minus. Root of modulus of z is 13 minus 5 by 2 plus I into minus 1 root of 13 plus 5 by 2. So it is plus or minus. Root of 13 minus 5 is 8 by 2 minus I into root of 18 by 2. It is plus or minus root 4 minus I into root 9. It is plus or minus 3 minus 2i. So this is the square root of 7. That is 2 minus 3i. This is the square root of this complex number. With that, exercise 2.5 is over.